The Vietnam War. The Americans came in, infiltrated Vietnam. The object? To win the war. The Vietnamese, home invaded, fighting for their lives. The object? Fight for their land. Finite versus infinite games. A finite game is a game where there's known players, agreed upon rules, and the object of the game is to win. This would be something like, sports, basketball or football. There's a set amount of people on the team. We all agree to play the rules that are set, and one team is supposed to win the game, right? Finite games. Infinite games. Infinite games have known and unknown players. There isn't a specific set of agreed upon rules, and the point is to stay in the game. It's to keep playing the game. This would be something like Minecraft, for example. You don't win Minecraft unless you kill the Ender Dragon. But that's not really the point. The point is just to keep playing the game. You mine, you build, whatever. That's the point. There are other finite games in life, like fitness. The point of fitness isn't, to win fitness. How do you win, getting in shape? You're supposed to stay in shape, right? You're supposed to stay healthy. Business. You don't necessarily win in business. You can get wins, you know what I'm saying? You can, become successful, but the point of business is to stay in business. Marriage. You come together, form a union, and the point is to stay married. The point of the game is to stay in it. There's no winning. A lot of people say the best games are infinite games. I would agree with this. You want to be playing games that don't really have an end, but you just love playing the game. You want to just keep staying in it because you enjoy the game. Thing is, like the Vietnam War example, weird stuff starts to happen when finite players and infinite players start clashing. One side, the Americans, wants to win. They think, oh yeah, we're going to win this war. We're going to come in here. We're going to do our thing. We're going to take it over. They want to win the war. The infinite players, the Vietnamese, they're fighting for their lives. They're not trying to win a war. They're trying to fight for their land and save their people. These are different objectives. Now you could say oh, well, the Vietnamese were just trying to win the war. Right? No, they were trying to fight for their lives. And they didn't care how long or how many lives it took. And that is why they won. Because they didn't actually win. They just kept staying in the game, and the Americans dropped out. The only way to stop playing an infinite game is to leave the game, to drop out of the game. The best games in life are typically infinite games. Thing is, winning, it feels good for a moment. You got that victory, you got that trophy. You feel like the man. How do you feel a day after? A week after? A month after? Does that even matter to you? Probably not. It's like getting with the girl. Getting with the girl that you always wanted. Let's say you slept with her. Okay? After that, how'd it feel? I'll tell you. Didn't really matter. It was a finite game. You got to the end, and after that, didn't care. But, staying in a relationship or marriage, for example, the point is to keep playing the game. The point is to stay together and to keep going together. Now, I don't know anything about marriage. Not really. But I think that two people coming together and saying, let's do this life thing together forever, I think that's pretty cool. And I want to do that sometime. If you're a gamer, I advise you to start thinking about, how can I gamify these concepts in my life? How can I find these infinite games that I want to play that are going to keep pushing me and keep motivating me to get better, to stay in the game? So the thing is, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. Maintenance, it's a myth. And so if you're not improving your ability to play the game and to stay in it, then you're on the decline. My infinite game is YouTube. I started playing this game 11 years ago, and I was never consistent with it, but I'm going to be now. I don't know how long I'm going to do daily uploads, at least until the end of 2024. Keep it real. I'm going crazy because I got content to make, a message to push, an audience to build, money to make, freedom to earn. But after 2024, I might, slow it down a little bit. But I'm not going to stop playing the game. You know why? Because I love YouTube. I love learning about it. I love making content. I love helping people. I love providing value. I love feeling like my message means something to people. I love feeling like I can just turn on the camera and whatever I say can affect somebody. That's so dope to me. I love that. I love that so much. So I just want to keep playing this game. The way to keep playing infinite games is to find the parts you love and you keep doing them. You keep obsessing over how to get better at them, how to stay in them. For YouTube, posting like raw, like low edit videos like this, low friction videos, where I don't have to spend hours editing, getting funny content, memes and shit. All that junk is cool, but I'm gonna be real. It was taking away from me wanting to play the game. And the moment that starts is the moment you really start losing. When you don't want to play the infinite game, you're declining. And eventually you might drop out entirely. I don't want to drop out of YouTube. I want to keep playing this game because I love it. I love helping people. I love getting my message out there. I love pushing YDC. I love pushing young dream chasers. I love pushing stop sleeping, start chasing. I love pushing join our movement and fight the system. So I'm going to keep pushing that. I'm going to keep playing this game. What are the infinite games that you love? Those are the things that are going to keep you going. Those are the things when you wake up, you're like, oh man, I just got to keep playing this game. I just want to keep playing it. When there's a goal that you have to work towards and you hit it, it doesn't really feel that good. But if your goal is to just keep getting better and to keep staying in the game every day until you die, or until you eventually hit that point and you're like, okay, I feel comfortable dropping out now. If that's the point, you're going to stay in. You're going to want to do it. If you want to hear more about this, I'd recommend reading Finite vs. Infinite Games by Simon Sinek, or like finding the YouTube video. Actually, I'll just put one here. Let's go get the fuck after our dreams. Big YDC.